Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe in this channel. We give available concept in terms of entry models. In the future, I'm also planning to start doing videos of fundamental analysis. And if you really appreciate what I have done with the couple of videos that I have already uploaded, please make sure you make comments on those videos. Even if you haven't watched, please go do yourself a favor and watch those videos. Are really important and they are productive, and we have very important concept that you can be profitable if you're using them. So just a quick explanation with my overall system that I'm using for trading. So it consists of 100% overall, which 80% it's fundamental analysis. On the fundamental analysis, I focus on economical data. I look at political events, and I also look at the economical calendar, and with those I focus on monetary side, and from the monetary side I look at the policies that have been applied or have been implemented, I should say, for that particular quarter, and I look the price movement based on those policy that have been implemented. Typical example: if there is an interest rate that is or if there is inflation that is rising, definitely the one of the tools that the government is using to fight the inflation, it is to increase the interest rate. And if you increase the interest rate, it strengthens the dollar. If you're looking at the dollar against the different currencies, and that particular current, let's say Japanese yen, they are not increasing their interest rate. So the momentum definitely is going to shift to the upside even before the release of the data. So it's just a matter of understanding where is the monetary policy in terms of implementation. Thereafter, you can try to predict where is the momentum shift based on the fundamentals, or if you have election in terms of fiscal policies, and we can see that you're moving from, typical example in America, you have a Democrat and Republican. So if the policy is shifting from Democrat to Republican, and there's a new president from the Republican, then they know that the policies that that particular individual would like to implement will strengthen the donor, and then after my position will be for long for that particular quarter until the president or any members of the cabinet as a group they make a decision that the dollar is too strong and it's hurting the American economy. Then it's time to shift the policy to weaker dollar in order to gain more export. People, they find it cheaper for us to give them an import. Yeah, then I'll look at those fundamental again. That's definitely going to shift the dollar to the downside in terms of fundamental, right? So those are the things that I look for with fundamentals. Then with technical analysis, which is 20%, it's divided into three. One, it is chart patterns. So each and every pair and each and every index, they have particular distinct pattern that they form each and every day. All right. So I look for those patterns to be formed. Once those patterns are formed, then I go further, check my statistics analysis, right? So statistics analysis, where I look at standard deviation, the variance, the mode, the median, the highest point, the lowest point, and then based on those, I shift my focus to entry model, which I will be explaining now with US dollar, Japanese yen. Right. So starting with US dollar, Japanese yen, with my entry model, I start by indicating my price ceilings, price flow, price ceiling, price flow, and price ceilings, price flow, price ceiling, price flow, price ceiling, price flow, and price ceilings. Right. Once I plotted all this pricing and price flow following the chart footprint. So the market, as it was moving this pair, it was leaving this footprint, as you can see in this chart here, indicated by price clutter. So with this price clutter, I know that price normally comes to this position and break the position, retest the furthest position. You can see here it retested the furthest position, which is this one, and move to the upside. So I indicate where the price clutters and the future price clutters also. And thereafter, I look at the chart for indicating my dumping zone and my collecting zone. Right, as soon as I have my dumping zone and collecting zone, and if you do not know what is dumping and collective zone, please leave a comment down below so I can make a video explaining these terms that I'm using here. Right, following the dumping zone and collecting zone, then I indicate with my construction zone, equilibrium level, expansion level. So I look at the highest last price ceiling, highest last price flow of that particular day. Then I indicate my price equilibrium level and expansion level and construction level. From there, I'll wait for a price to form the appreciation level and depreciation level. On the depreciation level, I will be looking for sales. On appreciation level, I'll be looking for a buy. And I'll always look for a buy when the price is at expansion zone. And I'll look for a sell when the price is at a construction zone. Of course, depending on the momentum, I always look at the momentum shift, which is indicated by fundamental analysis. Once the fundamental shift, I wait for price to go to, let's say, here, the fundamental shift is to the upside. So the next thing will be making sure that the price, whenever I enter the position, every tick in a box is within my expansion zone. Then I'll be looking for appreciation being broken. Then I'll enter for a long. For money management, I'm looking for 1:2 minimum. So how I manage my trade, once the trade break into 1:1, I shift my stop loss to break even. And once it's go to 1:2, then I shift my stop loss to 1:1. As it moves to 1:3, then I shift my stop loss to 1:2. Then I let the trade run. That's how I do my money management. Collectively, that's how I trade, and it's been productive so far. So if you enjoy this video, press the likes and thumb button, and also please join this subscribe in this channel and join our community. We are growing each and every day. For those who have been subscribed, there is more content that is coming, and if you have any question or any suggestion, please leave it down below. All right, let us trade, let us make money.